Finally got to see our first clam garden, and honestly, we weren't even sure what we were looking for at first. It just looked like a rock wall on the beach until we ran into my sister and brother. They'd been here when the local First Nations were tending it and gave us the inside scoop. Turns out, that wall, it's way more than rocks. It's history, food, and tradition all rolled into one. Are you ready for adventure? Subscribe now because we're getting ready for the Great Siberian Sushi Run. Are you ready for another adventure? We decided that since tomorrow is Mother's Day, I don't want to be on the mooring. So we are going to start the engines and head to Russell Island, which is a really cool island that was inhabited by Hawaiians. The first thing we do before we head out is we should check the weather. That's kind of important. So what's kind of cool about our Time Zero is we can download the weather and display it. So let's see what the weather is. Blue is good. Purple is good. Yellow, red, bad.
Okay.
And then Blaine can make it play. So you can see on the bottom here, he's playing it, and we can see what is going to happen.
That's playing a bit fast.
Yeah, it is playing fast.
I'll just do a step forward.
Every hour. A little bit lighter over here, but it looks like
looking-
a really good night.
Looking pretty chill. Let me zoom out a little bit and see if...
A bit in the street with the green. But even the green is,
Yeah.
I don't know, 10, 15
Yeah, green
knots.
would be 15 or so. Yeah.
That's good
looking
news.
pretty good.
So thanks Time Zero. I guess we're going to Russell Island.
And it totally calms down overnight too.
What do you think, Captain?
I think we're good.
Let's go. The first thing we had to do was put Durba on the mooring because we don't take Durba with us because our other dinghy, Punga, is on the roof. Start. Stella. Portia.
That's it, thank you.
I will need your help doing the mooring lines. As it was so windy, we couldn't get the mooring lines off without me driving Tongaroa forward. Then we were off heading to Russell Island in search of history, a quiet anchorage for Mother's Day, and maybe even our very first clam garden. No idea what we'll find, but that's half the fun of exploring on a boat. Just a short ride from Victoria, but it feels like another world. Welcome to Russell Island. So used to being in the Broughtons for 3 weeks there where we didn't see anybody that now we're coming into anchorages here and there's boats. I can just imagine them seeing us going, oh no, it's a big stink pot. They're gonna run their generator all night and be loud. Little do they know we are totally off grid and there's no generator. Okay, now to find a really nice place to anchor. We're gonna chill for the night and we'll take the dinghy to shore tomorrow, take Punga down, take Punga to shore tomorrow and show you Russell Island. Anchor light on. Anchor light's still going. What?
Yep.
Holy shite! Good morning. We are here in Russell Island, and we just want to let you know that our website is launched. We launched a new website. It's onboardtongaroa.com. You can take a look at it. I think I'll probably put the link down there someplace. But it's really cool because we launched a new membership also. So we're moving away from Patreon. We just couldn't. Patreon didn't do what we wanted it to do, and we were having difficulties. So we found a platform that will allow us to build the community we want and to give out merchandise and to have our own merch line. So
And
take a look.
It works better.
Oh, it solely just works better. So take a look. We'd love to have you. Again, onboardtongaroa.com, and we'll see you there. My sister just called. She's coming in with her boat and she's going to raft up, and then we're going to head into Russell Island. But first, we've got to get Punga in the water because she rafts up on this side of us and our crane's on this side of us. So we've got to get Punga in the water before she comes in. Right, Blaine?
That's right.
Then we got to get rid of this bench in here.
That's right.
Or we're going to leave the bench there to get it downstairs.
That's probably a good idea. Just leave it in the boat and then we can swap it over.
I have good ideas
You
sometimes.
have good ideas occasionally.
Occasionally. Just occasionally. All the time. Ready? Going up. What's wrong? And that's how easy it is. So now we got our dinghy down. Krista will be here in about 45 minutes to raft up, and we're going to spend Mother's Day together. And here they come. So that's our sister and brother. They have a 50-foot Silverton. I guess it's 49. So they're going to come raft up, and we're going to head over to Russell Island to check out the history because it's actually a really cool island. And that's how you raft to Tongaroa. Pretty easy, not bad. We have so many tie-ons now with our new railings. We can put your lines anywhere. Got the kayaks up top, that's really great. I think there's room in here for us, Blaine. Just bow tie?
Yeah, I'll just bow tie, but maybe I'll bow tie tight
Okay.
so it doesn't roll right around.
Okay.
I got it.
So welcome to Russell Island. We're going to do a little bit of a walk around here, tell you a little bit of the history because it's really cool, and see what we can see. And if you want to know what that is, that's a dog. Oh! He's swimming ashore.
Like, screw it, I'm out.
Wow. Thank gosh Maggie does not do something like that. That's all I say. He's making it though. That's hilarious. Island here, we just came on here with the dock. We're just going to do this loop around and tell you a little bit about this very cool place. I always find it interesting that a lot of trees are tagged. And if anybody knows what these tags mean, I would love to know. This one is 0999. I don't know what they mean, but I find a lot of them, those tags everywhere. So if you know, throw it in the comments. Curiosity. Russ Island was first with First Nations history, of course. The Halkuminum, sorry if I'm not saying that right, First Nations, were here. And you can see on the island evidence of the First Nations history. We've got the shell middens, which we've got one right here, right? So they would have had a village here, and this is just the remnants of the shells that was used for eating and everything. They would just leave the shells there. There's also clam gardens, which we're gonna go check out. And it's just, yeah. Hey, you guys see what I found over here? Look at this. It's a hydrographic service, 1959. Very cool. Look at that. Too, I don't know what these are called, but when you got the different type of rock into like the sandstone. Look at that one. In the late 1700s, the Hudson Bay Company hired a whole bunch of Hawaiians called Kanakas. Now they started moving north into this area because of huge US land restrictions. And it was not until the mid 1800s they actually started settling here in the Gulf Islands, which if you think about it, it's kind of weird with Hawaiian settlers here in the Gulf Islands.
Why would you leave Hawaii for this?
My thoughts exactly. But I imagine the jobs were here. You hear that Canada goose? Pissed off about something. Not sure what. So in 1886, the Crown actually granted the island to William Hamaya. And he came here. He never built a house, but what he did do is he cleared land for orchards, strawberries, and everything like that.
The two geese are totally sounding different. They're communicating.
Are they just pissed off at each other?
Maybe. One's lower voice, one's higher, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they've calmed down.
In case you're wondering what all this yellow stuff is, it's called broom. Highly invasive, and it is basically covering British Columbia right now. Are you looking up, Blaine?
Oh, the trees are getting a bit pesky.
They're joined up there.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's cool. Oh, they're going right around each other.
Yeah.
The arbutus around the...
Yeah, the whole branch is wrapped right around. It's just a
wow.
Lean on me when you're not strong.
Hey, look at these. Chop marks. That's probably one of the biggest arbutus trees I've ever seen.
It's like growing out of the cliffside. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's pretty steep. I wonder what this is. Woodpecker's gone crazy. Look at that. Ah, woodpecker.
The dead tree.
Wow, look at that. Right into there. I don't know if this is a woodpecker or maybe raccoons also. Crazy. We're finding remnants of a bird. Look at all the feathers. Something had lunch. Something definitely had lunch. There's feathers all over the place here.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
It's probably a fish bone.
Could be a fish bone. I never know what it is.
It's someone's food. even now.
It was from there. Must have been that big north wind that you... Oh, that is a big tree. Wow, when she went down, that's my concern with some of these old forests here is we were in a big windstorm on Tinder and we were doing a little hike out to the ocean just because we couldn't go anywhere, and right after we had that stop going. Now in 1902, William Hamea granted this land to who he believed was his daughter, Maria Mahoi, and she moved here with George Fisher and her 13 children. They built the first building on it, 570 square foot homestead. We think this is it, but we're not sure if this is it or if it's the building over there. Now they lived here, they expanded the orchards, they expanded the gardens, and basically lived here right until 1959, I think it was. In order to make a living here, what Maria did is everything she gained from the island, like seafood and the fruit and everything from the orchards, she sold at local markets. She did pass away in 1936, but again, her family stayed here to 1959. And the orchards are still here, and you're actually allowed to come and pick fruit and nuts from the orchards. But you have to treat the trees gently, pick fruit only when it's ripe. They limit how many, so only 6 pieces of fruit per person, which is nice to share it out, because I have been to local Gulf Islands where people or boaters have come onto them and basically just raided the orchards, like took buckets and buckets of apples. So it's nice that they try to limit those. I know it's not enforced, but hopefully people respect the rules. But you know how it is. So in 1959, the Rohrer family moved here and they built a summer house. At first they used the Maria's house, but it was just too small. So they built this summer house and they left this bicycle here. Pretty cool, eh?
Happy Mother's Day.
Aw, thanks. So the Rohrer family owned the property or owned the island from 1959 to 1981. And this is the summer house they built here. And we're gonna go take a look. Blaine, what is this round thing? Help me out here.
Bird fountain?
No, the big one is buried there.
Oh, I have no idea.
Cistern? I bet it's a water cistern.
I really couldn't tell you. Probably.
Yeah, I bet they collected water off the roof and went into there. Rain.
Looks like it with the pipe.
Yeah. Little fountain. Lilacs, which are my favorite.
You're not going into there.
Now let's go take a look around back. So this would have been the Rohrer family home. In 1982, the Andersons actually moved here, and they were here until 1997, and that's when they renovated the Mahoi house, which we already saw is that little one, and I think it became a shed. But they probably lived here at this house. So this Hawaiian carving here, which is very cool, was actually brought here by the Butler family. So it has been here quite a while. Old trunk. Probably doesn't even open anymore. Huh. Old steam trunk, very cool. Yeah, this is a hand-carved Hawaiian. Look at that. So I made a shell necklace. I think this is a water tower, and it was built in the 1940s for cold water only. This is truly off-grid. I do not think they have hot water. Okay, let's go see if we can find this clam garden. Krista and Dave know about it, so we may have to pick Dave's brain about the clam garden. Because he was here one time when the First Nations were here actually harvesting the garden. So let's go see what we can find. A gorgeous summer house. So this is an apple tree here. Lilacs.
And in 1997, this whole thing was sold to the Gulf Island National Park Reserve.
I don't think this bright orange piece of plastic is supposed to be on the island. We'll just take that back to Tongaroa. By the way, look, we're all rafted up and we've turned. Oh, it's alive, the little... Oops, sorry, bud. Just put him right back there. And then Dave showed us our very first clam garden.
All right, so over here you can see a rock wall. It's the First Nations creation that every year First Nations descendants, they come and rebuild that wall and make sure that it's nice and steady, because in this area over here is a clam farm, and so they grow the clams and harvest them once a year, and yeah, it's been done for generations with the First Nations.
So you say that again?
It has to be done on a king low tide, because then the tide is actually below what the lowest point of the tide normally is. So then the whole wall is exposed and they can do repairs on it.
And you guys were lucky enough to be here when they were doing that, right?
We were, yeah, one time.
One time. And they told you about it, the park ranger?
Yeah, actually they're very informative. They taught us what a scallop looks like, showed us what kind of clams they harvest, and the whole island was tenting for First Nations who are here working on the clam garden. It was a very community event.
Yeah.
What kind of clams in the garden?
Oh, butter clams.
And I think there's a second one, but I was that's a butter clam shell right there.
This one? Oh wow, look at that. But they're deep in the sand, right? And I'm guessing this is all a midden, First Nations midden. So this is all midden, and you can see how the shells are built up in the dirt over there. So the village probably most likely was up here. And as they're disposing of the shells, it grows and grows and grows over hundreds and hundreds of years. Oh, he's alive. Oh, no. Look at that shell.
Oh, creamsicle.
It does look like a creamsicle. I think he's alive, though. Oh, there might be a dude in there. Sorry, dude. Jeez. Look at that. There's the wall of the clam garden. That's so cool. That's amazing. I've actually never seen a true clam garden. We were going to go see them up in the Broughton's, but we didn't really know what we were looking for. So thank gosh Dave and Krista are here with us, because I don't know what a clam garden. I've never seen one. So now that this is our first one, it's like, now we're going to know where to pick them out when we're on our trip north to Alaska. Oh yeah, look at that. When we got home, we looked it up. Turns out the rock wall helps trap sand and flatten the beach so clams can grow better. Smart design that's been around for thousands of years. Sound?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Gurgling.
Oh yeah, look at all the clam shells. Wow. Okay, very cool. I kind of want to dig for clams now, but we are not going to harm a First Nation site. Sorry. That is not something you do.
There's another wall carries on this side.
Look at that. Woo, I'm falling. Ugh. Sorry, what am I looking
Oh,
at?
just look at the wall. It snakes.
Look at that. You see that? All the way down and around. And again, that is all clam garden inside. I think you're right, the wall just keeps the clams in and it blocks the surge from taking away the sand that the clams need to inhabit, to live. Oh, check this out. Ooh. That wall is home to a lot of sea creatures too. You can see the difference here. This is an oyster shell, and there's actually an oyster in there. It's closed. And you can just see them in there. So this is an oyster shell, and this is a clam. There's no clam in there though. Okay, these clams are huge. Look at these. Like, I have big hands, and look at these. And that one. Wow.
The camera cord. Right down in here, there's two little fishies hiding in this.
There's a little sculpin.
See, there he is. He didn't move.
Look at the hermit crab.
There's two of them.
Oh, here's a big hermit crab right here.
Yeah. Oh, there he moved that time. And then you see there's another little guy. Oh, he's moving around over there. Sneaking underneath the leaves.
Oh, it's cute. Oh, there's a little crab right there too.
Always teeming with life, these little tidal pools.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, you took his shelter away from him.
I know. He just swam under it again, though.
Oh, there's two of them.
Oh, there's there.
Two of them right there.
You couldn't even see them until they moved.
And there is a little crab shell. Probably seagulls had a feast.
Mine.
I think we found the trail that is not maintained. You sure we're not supposed to go that way?
I don't know. I just followed David Krista. In the back of the tower.
I think we're supposed to go that way.
I think it's that way.
Hey guys? I know, but this is the trail to the house, right here.
That way to get back to the base.
Went to the house.
I think we're both right.
I'm going this way.
Alright, we'll meet you on the other side then.
You'll take the high road, I'll take the low road, and we'll get to where? Where are we getting to?
The house?
Millberry before you. Oh, look at the holly. That's pretty sharp. But now we've lost Krista and Dave. Hi. We're in front of the house. Oh look, there's another. Maybe this is an orchard tree. This is apple tree. They got them tagged. We're just gonna walk the beach back to the dock and then head back out to the boats and figure out what that beeping is. It's probably driving Izzy crazy because she's on board 2 days after getting her wisdom teeth out. Or she's probably not hearing it at all. Teenagers. A path right there to get out of here.
More of a walk the plank. Yeah. Like this path was made because people got stuck.
And that's Russell Island. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's one of our favorite places to cruise here in the Gulf Islands, and it's actually very close to our home mooring. So right now we're gonna head back to the boats, stop the beeping, whatever that is, and have lunch. So we'll see you guys on the next adventure. If you like exploring the unexpected, don't miss this one. Next up, we stumble onto something loud and seriously stinky on a remote Canadian island. You've got to see and almost smell it to believe it.